Good evening, everyone. Opening the meeting. I'd just like to acknowledge the traditional owners and the dignitaries. The Mayor acknowledges the traditional custodians, the Carrier people, and recognises the contribution Carrier elders, past, present and future, in working together for the future of Port Hedland. Thank you. Declare the meeting open at 5:30 and thank everyone for coming for the April OCM. Recording of attendance as listed. Attendance by telephone and instantaneous communications, there is nil. Apologies, there is nil. Oh, sorry, apologies is from the Mayor Blanco. Approved leave of absence is Councillor Talona Pitt. 3.5, disclosures of interest. Does anyone have any disclosures, please?
Yes, Madam Deputy Mayor. I'd like to declare 11.2.6, provide operational services to the Port Hedland Visitors Centre a financial interest.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I also, Madam Deputy Mayor, 11.17, the early repayment of debt due to the fact that the Port Hedland International Airport has been mentioned, and I'll declare financial interest in that one. And also 15.1, again, the Port Hedland International Airport is mentioned, and I have a financial interest in that as well.
Just been acknowledged, George, Councillor De Cash, that you do not have to declare a financial interest on that one.
Which one, Madam Mayor?
The international airport debt.
I don't know. No, okay, if that's what you say, well, I'll scrap that one out, Madam Mayor. Thank you.
Right. Item 4, applications for leave of absence.
Nothing, Madam Mayor.
I would like to delete the annual leave that I requested previously, saying that I'm not going to affect any meetings. That I'll withdraw those dates. I think it was from the 8th to the 18th of May, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor De Cash.
Through the Chair, Madam Mayor, I'd like to declare leave on the 26th of June till the 21st of July.
Yes, thank you, Deputy. From the 20th to the 26th of June, please.
Thank you, McDonald. Yep. Can I have a mover and a seconder? Okay. Councillor Carter. Councillor, is it Arif? Yep. Thank you. Right. Response to previous questions, item 5. As listed, Councillor Arif, 5.3.1. So, item 6 is public time. This meeting is being recorded on audio tape and streamed live online as an additional record of the meeting and to assist with minute taking purposes which may be released upon request to third parties. If you do not give your permission for recording your participation, please indicate this at the meeting. The public is reminded that in accordance with section 6.16 of the Town of Port Hedland Local Law on Standing Orders, nobody shall use any visual or vocal electronic device or instrument to record the proceedings of any meeting unless that person has been given permission by the chairperson to do so. Members of the public are also reminded that in accordance with section 6.17-4 of the Town of Port Hedland Local Law on Standing Orders, mobile telephones must be switched off and not used during the meeting. In accordance with section 6.7-3 of the Town of Port Hedland Local Law and Standing Orders, members of the public are required to complete a question form and place the completed form in the tray provided. I'll open the floor up at 6.1 for public question time. At 5:36.
My name is Janet Newberry. I live at the pensioners' place opposite the racecourse. I am asking you, on behalf of the people that live in that street, why are you not cleaning up the mess of the grass that's coming through the wood chips? Because there was never any plastic put underneath to stop it. Now, the place is an absolute disgrace. And it's the main road coming from the shopping centre all the way through. And that's what people see, which isn't good. I've lived down there in that house for 15 years, and the last 3 or 4 years I've never seen such a mess as it's getting in. All the old people are upset about it, but I'm the only one that will get up and say something about it. Okay? And I've noticed in the last 2 or 3 days, which is a good thing, you have been putting rockeries all the way along on the seafront, but I noticed today that you are putting plastic underneath those rocks so that the grass cannot come up. Now, the argument was with Masonic Lodge a few years ago over this strip. It was fighting over the water. So it was taken off Masonic Lodge and you Shire people went back doing it. Well, now it just looks horrible. Can you please do something about it? And also one more thing. A few months ago, I think it was before Christmas, because everybody is trying to clean up their messes because of the problem the world's got with rubbish. We were told a few months ago before Christmas that you were getting special bins up so people can start putting all their paper and stuff in there instead of throwing it here, there and everywhere, which a lot of people do. I'm afraid that's all I've got to say of interest. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Newberry. Any other questions?
No? Okay.
I'll close question time at 5:38 and open up statement time to the public at 5:38. Any statements, please? As there is no statement, I'll close public statement time at 5:39. 6.3, petitions, deputations, presentations and submissions. Oh, excuse me, I do tell a lie. I do have a statement here, I'm very sorry, from the public, Brian Richardson, that sent it in on the 28th of the 4th, 2019. So I'll just read that out. The recent consignment high wind, high tide event has confirmed the vulnerability of the Port Hedland to coastal erosion and flooding as described and predicted in the CRIMAC. The whole of Port Hedland cannot be protected from the forces of nature, but action is required immediately to protect the most at-risk areas, which includes the Good Street foreshore, East End, where residential properties and infrastructure are threatened. Port Hedland dodged the 2019 Veronica bullet, but next cyclone season we may not be so lucky. Sand replenishment programs should commence immediately with geotextile sandbags or rock walls designed and constructed when funding permits. Port Hedland is too important to be permitted to wash into the sea. Thank you, Mr. Richardson. Once again, 6.3 petitions, deputations, presentations and submissions. There is nil. Item 7, I'll open the questions up for members to the floor.
Nothing, Deputy.
Madam Mayor, I would have liked the Mayor to be here to ask a question, but seeing that you're on the chair, Madam Deputy Mayor, again, I'm concerned about the retirement village explanation to Councillor Julia Riff concerning the $31,665.35. And the reason why I'm concerned is when I raised the issue, and the issue was raised by Ms. Lauren Shannon back in February, and I again raised it in March, there were 6 points raised on the money that was spent. Air conditioning servicing, cockroach treatment and rodent baiting, general maintenance including lighting, footpath renewal, ablutions, etc., electrical safety audit, emptying of skip bins, and parts and materials purchased for maintenance. Today, I get the reason for spending that much money for 2 reasons, which were fire equipment servicing and general maintenance, including roof repairs. Now, how can we go from a 6-issue 31,000 to just 2? I would have accepted the 2. I would have accepted there and there the roof repairs, yes, and the fire extinguisher. Not all this other stuff here, which was paid through from the rents by the tenants. Why is there such a big mistake? Can someone explain that to me?
I can't give you those answers, Councillor Cash, but I'm sure that we can forward that on to the CEO and he'll list that down for you.
Thank you. And I would like to see the receipt or the invoices for those 6 there to prove that there was 31,000, because unless there are proof, then it shouldn't have been mentioned. And I would like an apology for it to happen, that it did happen, and an apology to the volunteers around the retirement village for a number of years, because it's just put a slant on what they did to the retirement village. Thank you. That's the first one.
Sorry, just point of clarification on that if I could. Just in the description, in the response here, it states that the original information that was given was for the 2018-19 financial year, but once it was reviewed, it was actually the cost associated with the 2016 and 17 financial year. So I would suggest that perhaps that was the difference.
I really don't care about that, Councillor, because it was 2016-17. The 2018, it's not over yet. 2019 is not over until June. That's when the tax period is. So I'm not interested in 2018-19, and I really don't want to be interrupted in that sense by the councillor. So the other one is I really wish that the mayor was in. I received a letter from the electrical commissioner through you, CEO, Madam Mayor, through the CEO, that says that, and again, the electrical commissioner, I now received a formal notification of the outcome of the police investigation. I have been advised that the following comprehensive investigation, there appears to be no likelihood of successful prosecution. And members of the public and everyone, that refers to the fraud and corruption that the mayor has been pushing for the last 18 months or so against the 5 elected members that were elected in 2017. He's accused us of being fraudulent and corrupt, Madam Mayor. So, with that in mind, I'd just like to see if you can pass on to the mayor if he has finally given up on this issue about us being fraudulent and corrupt councillors in the 2017 election. So if you can pass that on, I'd like to reply on that one. Please. And just one more. Yeah, this one's concerned to me, and I'd like, through you, Madam Mayor, the CEO, as stated in the paper here, said that he quit everyone can see that. Now, my understanding is that the CEO did not quit as being pushed. The CEO has resigned his position, and quite happily has resigned his position through an email that we received from you, CEO, and I'm glad you did, and it shows courage to do that, considering what the Mayor has tried to outline it because of councillors sort of like pushing you out of his seat, and I appreciate that. So I really like this, through you, Madam Mayor, that the CEO does say that he's resigning on his own free will, and he's quite happy at the end of February, I believe, Mr. CEO, that you'll be going to another place, another country of your free will, and that you weren't pushed, you didn't really quit. Resignation sounds much better than just sort of quitting. So if that's the fact, can you, through you, Madam Mayor, can the CEO make that statement?
Councillor De Cash, could I please get the CEO to comment on that, please?
Thank you, Madam Mayor, that's what
In terms of the email that I put out to elected members, I made it very clear that I didn't resign, that I did not request an extension of my contract. It was as simple as that.
Okay.
And it's caused a lot of confusion among staff as well.
I apologise for that word then, that you voluntarily
Correct.
didn't want to extend your
Correct.
gun. Thank you for that, and that's clarified a lot of this rubbish that's in the paper and other medias that's been happening. Again, thank you, CEO. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor De Cash. Item 9, declarations of all members to have given due consideration to all matters contained in the business paper before the meeting. 6 and 7. Confirmation of minutes of previous meeting. Confirmation of minutes of the ordinary council meeting held on Wednesday the 27th of March 2019. Do I have a mover?
So moved.
Seconder? The council officer's recommendation that council confirm. Sorry, I forgot to read that out. Didn't need to write that out, did I? All right, item 11, reports of officers. 11.1.1, Regional Cooperation and Development Forum and National General Assembly 2019 on page 15. Could I have a mover, please? Sorry.
Madam Mayor, can I put my name down to attend that?
Sorry. Yeah, I need nominations first, yep.
I will nominate myself, Madam Mayor. Yes.
For number 1?
Yes.
And number 2, Mayor.
2. Right.
And my understanding, Madam Mayor, that because the Mayor doesn't want to go, you'll be attending as the Deputy Mayor. Is that right?
I think after looking at the finances that we'll have left over and seeing we've already got 2 representatives here that want to go, I'm fine with not being present. Yep. So we'll head it with number 2. We need a proxy in case one of the either cannot go at short notice. Councillor Whitwell. Beautiful. Approve an officer to attend the 2019 Regional Cooperation and Development Forum and National General Assembly by local government on behalf of the town of Port Hedland. Oh. Sorry, guys. Could I get a mover on number 1 and number 2, please?
So I'll move the motion as it's listed.
Riff. Seconder? Any against? It's passed 7-1, 7-0. Item 11.1.2, Pilbara Kimberley Forum 2019 on page 25.
I'd like to nominate to attend that one, Deputy.
Yes, Councillor Riff.
I also would like to attend that one, Madam Mayor.
Councillor De Cash. Right. I would actually like to put my name down for that as well. So, an extra person. So, do I need to change that to 3 elected members? Councillor Whitwell. Sorry, what was that, Councillor Whitwell?
I put my name down as well, but subject to finance.
Well, Newbury, so that's 4.
We declare a later date.
Councillor Whitwell, could I just please, would you be happy to be put down as a proxy?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, sorry.
All right, so then we change to nominate and prove 3 elected members with a proxy, Councillor Whitwell. Do I have a mover? Seconder? De Cash. To the vote? In favour? 7-0. Agenda item 11.1.3, conduct of 2019 local government ordinary elections on page 32. Do I have a mover?
Madam Mayor, I'd like to go with option 2 with that one. I'm just trying to find the right page, where it is a in-person vote, I think it is.
So that's option 2.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that correct?
Option 2, conduct the 2019 elections via in-person election.
I'll second that, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. So, Councillor, if you were moving that,
Right.
and Councillor De Cash, you were seconding it.
Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Bear with me, guys. First chair. All right. Anyone against? passed 7-0. You're too good to me. All right, 11.1.4, proposed rescinding of policy 1-006, insurance professional indemnity, use of claimers.
So moved.
Seconded.
Any against? It's passed 7-0. All right, 11.1.5, statement of financial activity of the period ended 28th of February 2019 on page 48. Do I have a mover?
So moved.
Seconded.
Do I have any against? Passed 7-0. Agenda item 11.1.6, 2019-20 schedule of fees and charges on page 57. Do I have a mover?
So moved.
Seconder? Any against? 7-0. Passed. All right, 11.1.7, early repayment of debt on page 63. I would like to put forth an alternative recommendation where we have point 3, to deliver a long-term financial plan to the June OCM. I want to put it in. Yep.
Just a point of clarification. Is that's just an extra line we're putting in so that it will be put forward to the
Yes,
time,
I'm just adding an extra point, point 3.
but it's not binding on it for the two preceding points.
It doesn't affect the 2 preceding points.
Okay. Thank you.
So moved.
Seconder?
I'll second it, Deputy Mayor, sorry.
Point of order. I believe the Deputy Mayor, it was her motion to move.
Yep, you are correct. Yep, so I've moved it, so George is the seconder. Thank you,
Oh, thank you,
Councillor
Madam.
Roof. Any against? No. So moved, 7-0. (11.1.8) rating strategy for 2019 and 20, page 78. Do I have a mover?
So moved.
Seconder?
Yes. Yes, Madam Mayor.
Any against? So moved, 7-0. Here we go. 11.2.1, development application for amendment to development application 6 group dwellings, extension of time on lot 186, 53 Kingsmill Street, Port Hedland, on page 91. Do I have a mover?
So moved.
Seconder? Any against? Passed, 7-0. Agenda item 11.2.2, Spallbank Marina, agreement with Landcorp on page 103. Do I have a mover?
So moved.
We start with recommendation 1. Moved on. And seconder was Councillor Whitwell. Any against? Item 1's passed 7-0. Item 2, appoint Landcorp as the project manager. Do I have a move? Is that right? Oh, sorry. Officer's recommendation 2. Do I have a mover?
Yes, I'll move that.
Well,
I'll second it.
any against? Passed 7-0. (11.2.3) Port Hedland Town Site Coastal Hazard Risk Management Adoption Plan, page 108.
So moved.
I'll second that, Deputy.
Any against? Passed 7-0. All right, 11.2.4, award of tender, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Liaison Consultants Panel on page 114. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. Has everyone got that? Oh. All right, do I have a mover?
So moved.
Seconder? Any against? It's passed 7-0. Just have to read out the officer's recommendation here. That council endorse the recommendation of the evaluation panel and award RFT 2018-26 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Liaison Consultants Panel to Bloodwood Tree Association Inc., Marapikia Pty Ltd, and how do you pronounce that? Wonga? Wankamaya, Pilbara and Aboriginal Language Centre. The contract is for an initial period of 1 year with 2 12-month extensions at the discretion of the town. Right. 11.2.5, award of tender 2018-44 Port Hedland Courthouse Gallery operations on page 119. Do I have a mover?
So moved.
Seconder?
Second.
Any against? So moved, 7-0. And I'd also like the best for the new tenderers and hope in the future that they keep up activating our West End town with cultural, historical and artistic precinct. Thank you. Council endorse the recommendation of the evaluation panel and award RFT 2018-44 Port Hedland Courthouse Gallery operations to the Junction Co. for a projected contract for a term of 2 years to the value of $1,050,000, excluding GST, with 3 12-month optional extensions, maximum value of $2.5 million, excluding GST. 11.2.6.
Madam Mayor, I'd like to declare an interest in this one. I'd like to declare that I have a financial interest in that I am a tour guide with the Visitor Centre and have got future bookings going into the future that I think would be considered a financial interest. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Roof. Item 11.2.6, award of tender, provide operational services for Port Hedland Visitors Centre.
Point of clarification, Madam Mayor. Just, I might have missed it, but the visitor centre stays where it is. Whoever gets the contract, the building stays as a visitor centre building. It's not moved.
Do you want to come out? Yeah. Councillor De Cash, I think we might need to come out of standing orders into confidence if we want to discuss anything.
Well, I'd like to go into confidence.
Do I have a mover on that? Well,